SUPA ROBO Tyson Wise! It's your boy Zappa, Daimyo no Super Robo, and welcome back to Super Robo Wars Y. Previously, we recruited Wufei, Altherin, and Lacus the Eternal to get all of our boats and discover once and for all the Argama, the Rock Island, whatever it is the worst boat in the game. It has no enhanced abilities and no special mutations. It's just a boat. That said, as has been our rotation of DLC relics and then actual progress, it is DLC day. And only one DLC remains. The night that it all started, when Shotaro and Philip tell of Begin's Night, their backstory with Shokichi no Okami, the plot thickens. However, Double will get to be our first full custom bonus. Base stats, movement, adaptability, nullifies to operation time up. All weapons consume 10% less and gain 1 ammo. Weapon range up. Range non-weapons and one. Move up. Bonus. All right. Begins Night. This is, as far as we can tell, the last stage of this DLC. However, get in there with some baby. Some bubbly. Alright. Did you find anything, Philip? I had an Alfcourt compounds in search, but I didn't narrow it down much. So the name's not enough. We still need more terms. Do you have any other ideas, Miss Leah? Let me think. What about cat? Cute word to throw in there. Why do you think that might help? Don't you remember that incident when we found out his name? Yeah, that might narrow it down a bit. Bingo! Wait, really? Adding the term cat significantly narrowed down the results. Nice thinking, Leah. That puts Onyx's mission way ahead of the game. So, what'd you find out? It's difficult to pinpoint Alfcourt Campbell's location, but it has turned up an pertinent fact. For whatever reason, data related to him is all recent. What does that mean? It suggests that Alfcourt doesn't have a past. You might even simply say he sprang into existence in this world at some point in time. Hold up, partner. That would mean, with what we know about golems, it raises the possibility he came to our world from another one. From another world? Looks like Leah's having a hard time digesting that one. We may want to downplay the danger he presents, as not to give her too big of a shock. Maybe, but Leah did ask her to tell us what we know about Alfcourt. I may have an idea about that, actually. You do it all for giving her the whole story. Alright, I guess you know best. He's a visitor from a parallel world? Now that's crazy, is it? Damn, it's got plenty of other worlds kicking around. And now we have a new question arise. What is his purpose in this world? That we still don't know. We have to get the answer directly from him. If he's from another world, he may have made contact with Shadow Futo. I can't say that for certain. He's mentioned the sources occurring around the world. No data from his past. It's also a point common with Paradigm City. Shotaro, I need to ask you something. Yeah, what? I don't have any memories of my past, but I'm sure it connects with Shadow Futo, a parallel world. But not only do I not know anything of Shadow Futo, I barely know anything about Futo and all of you either. I want you to tell me everything, where the Kai memories came from and how Double started fighting. It might help me understand my own past. I have to admit, I'm scared, but I don't want to run away from the truth. Tokime. Alright, Tokime, you got some time? I do. Good, let's go somewhere else to talk. The Legend of Begins Naito. Thanks for waiting, Shotaro. Sorry to bring you all the way out here for this. It's fine. I don't want anyone to hear the story, do you? Huh, you got me. I don't know whether to be impressed or embarrassed. I'm your assistant, aren't I? Just remember, you can stop at any time it's too painful. No, I want you to hear this, the story of my past. How much you know about our old man? As much about as everyone on the Advent, I think. His name was Sokichi Narumi. He was the Narumi Detective Agency's original chief, but then... Yeah, he's not with us anymore. Allegedly. I think it was back in grade school. Monsters just started lurking around Futo. Dopants? Yeah, the old man got in a fight. On a request to protect Clive from Dopant was attacking some concert. That concert was the first time I ever saw what a man among men looked like. You picked up on him almost your whole life then. I knocked on the room Detective Agency door and begged the old man to take me as his apprentice. Gave me the cold shoulder for a while and eventually he admitted that I had some kind of potential at least. P.I. needs patience. He thought I didn't have it, but he was waiting for me to develop some. And you've been trying to prove yourself ever since. Yeah, but my impatience was the thing that did him in. Upright's Commander R is all he had. The full power at all points. It's larger than any other ore in the game. He's got the biggest commander ore, but that ain't nothing to what every other boat has a function or a feature. It's all because of this request we got. A request from hell beckoning us to that fateful night. Old man was asked to rescue someone called the Fated Child. Is that who I think it is? Sure is. It's Philip. He held counteract the organization in the called Museum. He was living a component for the evil schemes. They kept him in a facility on an isolated island, where they had him producing Gaia memories. Philip was making them? The old man went and left me behind, but I snuck out and followed him with a special package in tow. The building was crawling with guards. Should have known that. That's why the old man told me not to move from where I was. There's always a fork in the road in life, a moment where you have to make a decision. And what was yours? I moved, and I just happened to run across Philip. I broke my promise to the old man, thinking I could rescue him alone. And that's how you first met Philip? Well, I think this is the movie that is the sequel to the series, so... Because they didn't talk about Begins Night in the TV show. Not at all. Because Begins Night has always been a movie feature. Could have been worse first impression. I saw him making Gaia memories and called him a devil. Old man chewed me out after that, and after we got Philip out. Right when we thought we were safe, the old man was riddled with museum bullets. Oh no! With the last breath, the old man left me to carry on the job. His hat. I escaped our pursuers, pursuing through my sorrow, regret, and despair. Yeah, that's what this content is for. Kamen Rider's skull is from the movie. He doesn't show up in the series. And we saw that when Philip had the package I brought, the double driver, he said we should put it on. And that's how you first became Kamen Rider Double? Yeah, Philip and I used the double driver and became Double for the first time. It was a blur after that, but the next thing I knew, we'd made our escape. So you've been working as PIs ever since to carry on his mission? Yep. So now do you get it? Oh man, Sokichi Narumi's murderer was me. I practically pulled the trigger. You don't have to say any more, Shotaro. You don't have to talk about such painful memories. No, it's not what I mean. What I want to say is... Dang it, I can't think. It's so important that I tell you this. Ugh. You don't have to. You said enough. I'm so sorry. I wanted to know more about your past when you made you relive the worst day of your life. Huh? You warmed himself so much he cried that he fell asleep? Honestly, what do we do with him? Philip? Allow me to fill in a few gaps. The museum, the organization creating Gaia memories, once used their power to hold a vice around Futo. That all began to change when Shotaro picked up the Joker memory and transformed with me. We eventually toppled the museum in the battles that followed. One might say the worst circumstances birthed the ultimate warrior. So what was Shotaro was trying to tell me was... Do you know how the Joker card is the worst card in Old Maid, but an almighty wild card in poker? I believe the Joker memory is drawn to people with such duality. It's likely what Shotaro meant for you to take away. You have a strong bond with the Joker memory, but you're trying to overcome your fear of it and face your own past. Shotaro. Tokichi Narumi's death was a deep loss, but thanks to him, the empty doll I was could be a human heart. And also met the partner of a lifetime. Philip. That day was, for the both of us, simultaneously the most painful parting and the most miraculous meeting of our lives. That's why we chose not to call it a living nightmare, but rather, the night that it's all started. Begins night. Begins night? Tokumi, the Joker may have twisted your fate, but you should keep going, holding on to the hope of the cards of their face. It may sound awkward coming from me, but I'm sure it's what Shotaro wanted to say to you. I see. Thank you, Shotaro. You paid your soul to help me. There you are. Been looking for you. Why is he started taking a nap here? Wake him up! What is it, Ryuteri? Leah Cry has vanished. What? You left a message saying, don't look for me. Shotaro, now's not the time to sleep. Wake up! Right. Whoa, what's Terry doing here? It's him for Leah Hidari. We know where Leah Cry is. I have a tracker on it just to be safe. I didn't think I'd actually have to use it. Really, Shotaro? You're tracking a girl? I had this feeling, okay? Besides, client safety is part of a PI's job. All that matters is your location, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah. We have no time to lose. We need to move. Tokumi, can you apprise the advent of the situation? No problem. You all be careful. The next scenario. The night it all started. You're sure she's inside here? Positive. The signal's coming from the tracker leads here. Man, talk about lousy timing. Complaining I woke you up for your comfortable lap pillow? Not that. I'm talking about this close to figuring out Elfcourt's identity. That's enough, you two. They're here. Dual Punto. Road dope pants. What are they doing here? Situation's worse than we thought. She might already be under attack. Meaning we can't waste time with these guys. Changes nothing. One way or another, we have to eliminate the monsters. Come at me, dope pants. I'll take you all on. Terry can't handle them all alone. We're fighting too, partner. Right. Now's the time to break through. Count up your sins. WX crime in the city. Dolka Extreme. Just hold on, Leo. We'll be there soon. Chachar, I won't criticize your enthusiasm, but can you at least dash around blindly? Yeah, I know. We'll blow open a route in.
Shotaro, maximum だ。
やろうぜ、相棒。
罪を償うまでは
逃がしゃしねえ。
ジョーカーマキシマムドライブ。行くぜ。
ジョーカーエクストリーム。
これで事件解決だ。
Level up. Oh! Shotaro got Graffiti Soul. Guilty monsters making fight with me as a grave consequence. I'll keep fighting until evil is eradicated from the world.
ロードドーパここで倒す。最大出力でいく。エンジンマキシマムドライブ。これで終わりだ。
絶望がお前たちのゴール。
Don't ask him questions. Method branding.
クールに避けるぜ。
君とジョーカーの相性は抜群だね。
湧いて出やがったな。ロードドーパント。フォームチェンジだ。
理にかなった戦い方だ。
メタル
ヒートメタル。
こいつは勝てえぞ。おらパワー勝負となれば不利か。ロードドー
Oh, there are still 2 more stages. I'm dumb.
パン。俺の剣は重いぞ。もらった。
Press.
どう
It's taking too long. True, which means... Teddy? I'll deal with them. You two are inside. You sure you'll be okay? Don't worry about me. I refuse to die. Alright, will you, Big Terry? They're trusting me with this. I have to pull through.
エンジン
Brrr. Stay away! Huh? Leah, glad we made it in time. Shotaro, Philip, how did you... Sorry, I had a tracker on you. You know, in case you got kidnapped or something. Of course, we didn't expect to make you use of it by simply... We didn't expect you'd make us use it by simply vanishing. Sorry, I didn't want to put you through any more trouble. Come on, I thought we were in the tighter than that. You're so close to figuring out who Alfcourt is, too. PI has a duty to see every case through to the end. You've got us whether you want us or not, Leah. Shotaro. We're not time for attention mutants. The building appears to be full of toe pants. Easier in than out, huh? Got a plan, Philip? It'd be extremely difficult to make our escape while protecting Leah. We still gotta hold the fort here until we can meet up with Terry. Ah. Seems the double driver was finished. Huh? Must be one of those wrinkles in time at work. Old man? This can't be. It's impossible. Old man, is that really you? Shotaro. It's you. It's the old man. I can't believe you're alive. Huh? But why? Why didn't you ever contact us? Stop whimpering. I'm not to me you're familiar with. What's going on, old man? Have you forgotten everything? I'll explain everything I know later. Right now. What we have to do right now is protect our client. You taught me that, old man. You've grown in that hat a little. Man. Follow me, Shotaro. We'll take things out together. In Shin.
Sa, お前の罪を数えろ。
I'm amazed we made it out of there unharmed. Piece of cake with us, the old man, fighting together. Take care of the ones on my end. By the way, who's that with you? Question with a simple answer, with a very difficult explanation attached. Sorry, Terry, we're a little confused ourselves. Alright, I'll get the story afterward. Stay frosty, Shotaro. There's more. Must be all the ones left. Let's take them out. Follow my lead. Huh? You'll figure it out as we go. What do you say, Shotaro? Of course! I've got to rise to the challenge!
さあ、お前の罪を数えろ。俺たちから行くぜ。相変わらず突っ走る。やるぞ、翔太郎。仕上げは任せる。見てろよ、おやっさん。マキシマムドライブ。行くぜ。ジョーカーエクストリーム。いい相棒を持ったな。
僕たち3人のコンビネーションに
敵はいねえ。
That's it. That's what happens when double and Skull work together. I see how strong you are. I mean, both of you have grown. Aldo Pet's been eliminated. Kamen Rider, once again you interfere with my plans. I mustn't lose any more dopants. I will be rid of them. They just keep crawling out, but from where? Figured we'd see them soon. You know about these golden things, old man? They're incarnations of evil from another dimension. I followed them here. Another dimension? How did you... Explanations later. We can beat them and live to tell, that is. We've got this, old man. Our friends are here to help. Boat in. Kamen Riders, are you alright? We scraped by, but you got here in the nick of time. Lead us in that building. We clear the dope head, so go ahead and retrieve her. Understood. I'll send you contribution made for her. Looks like there's a new Kamen Rider. Is he a skeleton? He's alright, Amina. He's with us. His name is Kamen Rider Skull, and I assure you he'll be a valuable ally. Alright, I'll take your word for it. I understand why she's afraid of me. My body's in a state of virtual death. The invent's a great place, old man. We got a whole city on it with... I know. I dropped by once. You did? Hold your surprise. We got company to deal with first. All units that goes and targeting the ship. Coordinate with the common riders and intercept them. Very well. Oh, I should have sent them. Another common rider? Can't wait to see his stuff. I have a score to settle with the golems. Are you with me, Shotaro? All the way, old man.
さあ、お前の罪を数えろ。
お前は水の数よ。ハイパーミキョバザーカー Welcome to Team Shokichi Narumi! The form of Shokichi Narumi assumes when he loads in the skull memory into the lost driver. And he's practically immortal. Alright, Futo's PI. On dealing 3,000 damage to enemy, activates Analyze Spirit on said enemy. Does not apply to support attacks. Critical hits deal 50% more damage. Pre-support persist, ignore size, instinct level 3 on each. Persist, bullseye, analyze, drive, soul, and intimidate. Sokichi got graffiti soul. Score of 69. I'm glad they come in at 69. Yeah, I fucked up and forgot to deploy Rider. Abilities. Common Rider. At 130 morale, activates Press at the start of your own phase. Double Rider Combi. Skull Magnum. Punching. Skull Kick. Standing by. I had no idea the Kamen Rider was out there fighting against Stowpants. Unless that man is. Oh yes, thank you, Specs. Wait, do you have my sound package? Okay. That should be it. No? No, that's the opening theme. Okay, there it is. That's just a banger. Oh, I had to add that one, yeah. Never thought I'd be able to fight side by side with the old man again. Yes, this whole scenario is completely unimaginable. Take anything on together. We'll get through this, no problem. Show levels up. He sucks! Only salvation for evildoers is to make the city cry its defeat. Come and take your punishment, heartless golems. Your debts will be settled by my hand.
始めようか。言い残すことはあるか。スカルマキシマムドライブ。残念、時間切れだ。倒すことでしかお前は救えん。
It's bonus! 20% final hit rate, 150 morale activates Zeal Spear to start an own phase once per map. Really? Is it Zeal? Game? Or is it Soul? You need ignore size.
加減するつもりはない。
I think the slipper is sitting on the Turbine right now. Bottoms up. Brick, charge. Oh, you have that free soul. I should have hit something else in hindsight. Nope. No chance. Skull Magnum.
ここは通行止めだ。いい的だ。 半熟だな。
4 levels for Saruga. Face smash press. Good. Daunt everything. Scan everyone. Okay, gets a level.
敵機確認。さっさと片付ける。突撃あるのみ。うらうらうらうらうらうら。こいつでとどめだ。
Five levels for Chuck. Dang it! Level for the Getter Boys. Axel. Choo Choo gets a level. Axel gets a level. Oh no! It's very rude. Okay, gets a level. Two levels. Four levels for Saruga, but still hasn't learned a single spell. Get a boys level up. Yeah. Everybody else is an ace. Chuck gets 3 levels. Still not learning stuff, huh?
静かにしてもらおう。外すわけにはいかない。慎重に。このタイミングなら。
Okay, he gets 2 levels. That's one thing out of the way. Oh man, bet you've got a mountain of questions. Why wouldn't we? You're supposed to be... Hold it right there. That's one thing I don't want to hear. Man, I want to talk to the Advent's representative. Can you set that up, Shotaro? Sure. Have you figured out Shotaro? He's likely... Don't say anything, Philip. We'll hear it straight from the old man himself. Advent, Representative's office. Got a good city here, Representative Etchka. Thank you very much, Mr. Narumi. Old man is fine. I'm used to it. Feels right. Alright, I'll call you that with all due respect. So that's Tsukishi Narumi, the chief's father. Hey, old man. Hey, Shotaro, you look like a proper man now. About what you said when you helped us. You might find this hard to accept, but you need to know. I'm not this world's Tsukishi Narumi. So I suspected. So what does that mean? I'm from an alternate dimension, a timeline distinct from this one. An alternate dimension? I was following a dope pen on my own when I was brought here. I'd just taken you as on my apprentice, Shotaro. I left you at the office. While I was fighting, I was enveloped in a dark light and found myself in this world. Jumped around a bit and figured this way to get my own timeline's future. But how did that happen? I've been hoping to figure that out by tracking the evil from another dimension. The what? The goals that keep attacking the Advent, their evil given material form. So you think being transported here has something to do with the golems? A man named Alfcord is bringing them from another dimension to this one. Huh? The moment I was warped here, I sensed the same energy as those things give off, an aura of sheer malice. So Alfcord must have sent you here somehow. I can't say for certain. I know my investigation's goal was to meet Alfcord, the so-called preacher of evil. But only his name. I have no leads on where he's operating from. I never, for 1 second, expected that my travels would maybe cross paths with you two. I see. So what do you plan to do next, old man? That's a good question. I think a hot cup of the Ardent's house blend would be a good start. Huh? It's a nice place, not just a cafe. The whole of Advent. You're all after the golems too. It'd be a good place for me to hang my hat while keeping my investigations going. Looks like I'm doing whatever you're doing, you're catching up to Alfcourt. Oh man. Yeah, I like it here. If anything threatens your city, I'll help however I can. How's that sound, Miss Representative? Sounds like a great help, old man. Tsukishi Narumi, sir. You're Ryuteri. Shotaro told me about you. I don't have the right to say this to you, but take good care of my Akiko. Yes, sir. Hell of a way to meet your own future son-in-law. Of all the things I mentioned had in store for me, that's the biggest surprise. Are you planning on meeting the chief? That is, Akiko, yourself? No, I don't think I can. I don't deserve to see my daughter, not even an alternate version of her. That's all I can say. Right. Excuse me. Hello, Mr. Negotiator. The day for reunions, huh? Allow me to thank you again for your assistance in that lost cat case. Honestly, I should be thanking you for keeping me a secret. I simply recognized what you were doing, staying as far under the radar as possible to investigate off-court unimpeded. Now that we're working together, it's a pleasure. Huh? Still having trouble processing it, Shotaro? It's been a long, crazy day. Feel the same way, but I can't imagine how much more overwhelming it's been for you. Maybe from another time and dimension, but he's still the old man I remember. That's good enough for now. I agree completely. Hey, partner, can I ask you a favor? What is it? Don't tell the old man how Begins Night ended, okay? That's what you want. Thanks. Seeing the old man again after all these years just affirmed how cool he is. Just like how I remember him, the same man who taught me everything I know. Just watch me, old man, I'll be a real PI. A good enough PI for your standards. Hard-boiled hato. Mikumo gets ranked 3, excuse me. Main pod support get plus 10 max morale. Alright. Alright, well, first.
お待ちしておりました。
Where are you? Sorted by score, so you should be around here somewhere. Skull! Custom bonus! Plus 2 move, plus 30 mobility. All weapons gain plus 200 attack power.
お待ちしておりました。
Hard-boiled hat. Use the parts command to get the main pot plus 10 morale and plus 30 SP once per map. In Carl, plus 10 starting morale, plus 40 main pilot's max SP. That's a lot. But we have... Oh! Ye Guilty is here. And Ace Chat. I guess because it's DLC? Why is it up so high? That's weird. Ace Chat. Kamen Rider Skull. Edgecore awards Sokichi a special title for becoming an ace fighter. Congratulations, old man. I hereby bestow the I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Deeply honored by the title, miss. And also great we set up the celebration on my account. You really are the perfect gentleman. I should be. I'm old enough to know my manners. Then, seeing as how I'm the young one, may I ask something rude? Why didn't you speak to your daughter Akiko? I don't know how I'm here, but I'm definitely not meant to be. Someone in my position trying to enjoy an old person's happiness just setting themselves up for a fall. Besides, even before all this, no one would say I was a good dad to her. But, decide I'll do whatever I can for Shotaro, Fearup, and Ryu instead. So they'll convey your words and your deeds to her, you mean? Not quite. They're part of Akiko's life now. If I can show them how I live my own life, they'll come around to help her. That'll come around to help her eventually. That's all. Guess I'm getting sentimental in my old age. By all means, do go on. I'd like to hear more Sokichi no Rumi life tips. Alright, but not here. No place in town that's just right for reminiscing, if you'd care to accompany me. Gladly, Mr. Hardboiled. Mission result. Skull Up program. Alright. Well then. As per the rotation. That's a grind stage, so... You know what? I'm still going to save the relics for when the next set of DLC comes up, so that one can just sit there forever. Next time, tactics research. But for now...
ここで中断するのか？じゃあ俺も休憩にしようかな。 戦うべき時には戦うけど休める時は休まないとな。でも必ず帰ってきてくれよ。あんたと俺たちが一緒に戦う、それが平和をつかむ唯一の方法だからな。それじゃ待ってるぜ。
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.